What is up, everybody? We are live with a match reaction after the Reds beat Chelsea by 11 goals to 10. Yep, you heard me right. 11 goals to 10 in the Champions League. No, it's not the Champions League. It's not the Champions League, Paddy.
I tell you, I wish it was the Champions League final, but no, that's in May, Craig.
It feels like the Champions League to us at this moment.
It feels like I've played in the Champions League. I'm wrecked after that.
We do have our winners, by the way. We're going to start off with the 5 winners from MystiqueJerseys.com. Have given us 5 mystery boxes to give away to you guys. We did promise you we'd do it in the match reaction. The little legend that is Mr. Lucas Houlden has the name. Sir, would you be so kind?
Okay, so for the first winner, we have Suxi. Second is
Killian Hurahan.
Third is Logan
Scully.
Fourth is Liam Barry.
And
the fifth and final is Jack Burton.
So just to reiterate, well done, little man. So Suxi, Killian Hurahan, Logan Scully, Liam Barry and Jack Burton. Email us, contact@AnfieldAgenda.com or contact us through one of the socials, which either way. But if you want to get us quickly, email us, contact@AnfieldAgenda.com, and we will make sure that those mystery boxes get sent with thanks to our friends at MystiqueJerseys.com. And don't forget, you can get 10% off on a premium kit, on a long sleeve kit, a keeper's kit or a rugby kit. A rugby set, excuse me, I should say, with our discount code WFM10. Once again, WFM10 for 10% off at Mystique Jerseys. And thank you, Lucas. Well played, sir.
And speaking of which, thank you to all the employees at Mystique Jerseys for working so hard. Have a good day.
Excellent. Well done, young man. Right, Mr. Murphy, how are we feeling after relief, I would imagine?
That is the word, but there's more words to describe it. Relief. After that disallowed goal, all hope was lost.
It did suck all the enthusiasm out, didn't it?
It did, because, I mean, if it was a justified call, I think we would have got over it, but we feel like we were hard done by there, and it just, like, let's not forget, Chelsea had about 17 disallowed goals, like, and they were all justified, like, but it just felt like in that second half and extra time we weren't in it at all. I feel like the substitutions kind of even was bad for us, but listen, job done. Thank you, Kepa, for being shit, and just brilliant.
By the way, don't send any super chats because I can't read them out at the minute because I haven't got the chat open on my phone, so just save you wasting your money. Massive thank you to Lucas, playing the blinder there, son. Thank you so much.
I'll just read the comments in case you can't.
No, we're okay, dude. It's okay. So look, it was one of those penalty shootouts that seemed to go on forever, because it did go on forever. I mean, we went through the entire team. I'm old enough to remember an AFCON way back in the day where it went all the way through. I think Ivory Coast were involved, 11, 13, 12, something like that. I tell you what, Paddy, I knew once it came to Kepa he was missing, because he's a shithouse and he got what he deserved.
Well, Jesus, I was like, if someone's going to miss, it's got to be a keeper. And like, big credit to Queeveen. He was poor enough in the penalty. Like, he tried with the penalties. He was close enough with some, but I thought in the whole game he played fantastically. And unbelievable. And Kepa, thank you for putting it back to London.
Yeah, I mean, was it Pie Face with the tweet?
Yeah.
He said, imagine bringing on a keeper for penalties and he saves none and then misses the important one. 11-10. What a moment again for... Well, let's be biased here for a second. We can have a bit of Irish love for a second. Our boy technically scored the winning penalty. And people were saying, shouldn't he play? Well, once again.
It's a proud day as an Irish Liverpool fan, you know. Me and Craig specifically, we get a lot of hate just for being Irish and supporting Liverpool, and days like today...
I only get it when people think I'm Paddy Murphy.
Yeah. No, but days like today make, fuck all the hate. To have an Irishman score the winning penalty for Liverpool, and it's just fantastic. He played fantastic in the game, I thought. Didn't put a foot wrong. I think he maybe misplaced one kick out. That's it. And I thought he was great, and I'm just buzzing. I'm buzzing for him, buzzing for the occasion. And as I said, quadruple, 25%.
I think, you know what, I think every fan, be it a Liverpool fan or a Chelsea fan, would have went through every range of emotion watching that game. Thinking you've won it, thinking you've lost it. VAR all over the shop, mate. It was, I don't care what it was, we won at the end of the day, and that's all I care about. It's a trophy in the bank, it's another trophy the club hadn't won, and it's one part of the quarter, one part of the quadruple, 1/4 of the quadruple.
Exactly. Listen, I would say I feel sorry for Chelsea fans, but I don't in the slightest. Not 1% of my body. However, it is a tough way to lose on pens.
It is.
So So I feel sorry for N'Golo Kante, and that would be about it. What a great day to be a Liverpool fan. Listen, people will say, oh, it's only the Carabao Cup, but it's more than that. It's more than the Carabao Cup. It's what the boost is going to give to the club now to get a trophy under in the season this early. Klopp, it's one he hasn't won. It's on the view to a quadruple. And listen, this is what Man City have specialised in for years.
Yeah.
To give them that boost, and you'll never know. I think this is much more than just winning the League Cup.
Yeah, we spoke all week, mate, about the boost that this will give the morale around the squad going forward. And as you said, look, it is the smallest of the 4 competitions we enter each year. It is $100,000 prize money. But ultimately, what you've also said is right. Winning breeds winning. It is a habit, and it's a nice habit to get into.
100%. Yeah, listen, yeah. No one's. I did tweet earlier on saying the League Cup was the most prestigious prize in football, but tongue in cheek perhaps. But yeah, no, it is much more than just a competition. It's a chance to get silverware. We've done that. It's another one for Klopp's tally, and again, yeah, I'm excited to see the boost it gives the players. Again, I just want to say I'm not forgetting. I really hope Thiago's not out for too long because he's important for the rest of the season. I was very upsetting to see him in tears, but thankfully the boys went out and done the job for him, and he has himself his first medal with Liverpool.
I tell you what that didn't do. That game didn't cover either side's attacking players in glory, did it? There was some amount of missed chances in there, mate. And look, if we're being honest, on the face of chances, Chelsea probably had more what I'd call sitters.
100%, yeah. Chelsea had way more sitters. Havertz was incredible for Chelsea, I thought. Mount missed.
Very good player.
Very good player. People slander him. I've always been on his case. I always think he's deadly. But yeah, Mount had a shocker. Those 2 sitters, unbelievable. Mane missed a sitter. I genuinely don't even know how many disallowed goals they had. Was it 4?
Yeah, I
genuinely
think
4,
3.
It's 4 in the game at least, but listen, I thought Salah had a quiet game. Listen, it wasn't the best game at all, but I feel like Thiago being out stifled a lot of Liverpool's good stuff, because when we have him, we're a different team. Our XG goes through the roof. Without him, it goes down levels, but thank God it didn't matter in the end.
Yeah, again, just want to say well done to the lads for not letting their head drop after that goal, because we were talking about the impact it had on myself, Paddy and Conor in here when the goal was ruled out, when Matip's header was ruled out, and it would have taken a lot for those lads to regroup and come back. And I'm sure to some extent the Chelsea lads as well thought they'd won it a few times there. So both sets of players, they went out there, they tried to win. It was always going to be a close game, Paddy, but ultimately history doesn't give a shite about the runners up, mate. It's all about winning.
Yeah, and I agree. After that disallowed goal for us, I was dejected. I think people, if they watch the stream, will see the difference in emotions. We were all kind of just downbeat after that. And it didn't help that Liverpool were playing shit as well. It really didn't. I thought bringing on Milner for Hendo was a strange one, but it doesn't matter in the end. But yeah, I mean, I know they were all rightfully offside for Chelsea, but there was that Havertz one, the latter one. I really thought that was game over. I was like, there's no chance that's offside. But thank God his lanky legs were. The
one for me was the Lukaku one. Remember, I think it was Matip's leg.
I thought that was even seeing the VAR, I thought that was onside. So I actually would be intrigued to look at that. And Chelsea fans will feel hard done by, but Liverpool got a just goal disallowed. Errors should not have been disallowed. The player was offside, and error one was not influential in the play.
And what I will say to Chelsea fans as well is, their team played a lot of football, a lot of minutes, a lot of travelling. So we understand as Liverpool fans. I cared about that Club World Cup. I was happy when we won it. So fair play to them for that. But today was our day, and it's been a while since we've seen the Hendo Shuffle performed inside Wembley. Anyway, I mean, jeez, it's been a very long time since we've seen the Hendo Shuffle.
December 2019.
No, inside Wembley.
Oh, never.
Have we not seen one for?
No,
we've
never had it.
up in that one, like Kenny, weren't we?
Yeah, but he wouldn't have done the shuffle anyway.
Oh, Jared, yeah. Sorry, man.
They never seen it in Wembley. First time.
And by the way, the trophy lift was a bit weird.
I don't know why they do it up there in Wembley. I know it's a tradition, but it's shite. There's not enough room. At least make more room and elevate it. I don't know, but listen.
And I was also surprised that they weren't shaking up cans of Carabao and spraying each other down in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy for Thiago. I mean, God, if there was a Liverpool fan in the world that wasn't moved seeing that man in tears before the game, I mean...
I was really upset in this, and I really hope that's just a case of missing the occasion. I hope it's not a serious injury, because I can't reiterate enough, he was my first name on the team sheet today. He really was, because he's just different gravy. He offers us something no one else does. But the boys got the job done. I thought the subs that came on in that second half were all pretty uneventful. I thought Harvey Elliott didn't get to do much.
I think their subs impacted the game more positively for them.
Yeah,
than
but
ours did.
but listen, again, it doesn't matter. Penalties is a lottery, but I suppose when you score 11 out of 11, it's like fair play. You deserve to win it, I suppose.
I always think about the travelling cop as well, because God, that'd be a long trip home if you lost that on penalties. You know, the Chelsea fans, the majority of them probably around the London area, obviously, but yeah, that would have been a long trip home for the lads, but they can go home now happy. Stonich can shave that tash off now. Absolutely,
and shout out to every single Liverpool fan at Wembley. Stay safe. Don't do, hopefully you get home in one piece and enjoy the celebrations. That's the first time they've seen Liverpool win a trophy in the flesh since the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's amazing.
They did well deserved. It's been a long time. It feels like the world was healing and then kind of shit hit the fan. But you know what I mean in terms of the COVID stuff. But yeah, no, my voice is gone, nearly gone. I'm wrecked. I feel like I've genuinely played in that game because the emotional damage. But yeah, job done.
I'm just delighted for the players that they got to have that moment in front of a stadium to lift the trophy like that with the fans in. And hopefully, Paddy, it's the first we see of a few this season, because, we beat Norwich, and if we beat Norwich midweek in the FA Cup, we're in the quarterfinals of that. That opens up, Champions League, we've 1 foot maybe into the next round of that, 2-0 up against Inter. Things looking pretty good. And only for we were, Everton were cheated out of a valid penalty yesterday. But
what a weekend that would have been.
Can we go back to that instant for our goal that was ruled out for a second? Because apparently the decision was that Van Dijk was offside because he impacted play. Now, excuse my absolute naivety here, but should that not be, Van Dijk either fouled him or he didn't foul him?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what they should have checked for. And it was truly baffling to see. You could say he did pull Reece James back a tiny bit, maybe, but Reece James was getting nowhere near that. Like it.
Can I give you my honest opinion? Honestly, this is how I feel. I felt they were looking for a way to rule that out, and let me explain why. So the ref was asked to go to the monitor. Why? He wasn't going to be asked to go for an offside, because that's a factual decision.
Yeah.
So he was asked to go to the monitor to see if that was a foul by Van Dijk. So when they didn't see if it was a foul by Van Dijk, how was it the offside wasn't called before the ref went anywhere near it? Like the ref,
True.
I don't get it. It's either offside or it isn't. It's a foul or it isn't.
Oh yeah.
I don't get why they asked the ref to go over.
That's very strange.
It's very
And then
suspect.
you compare it to what happened last night when he didn't even get sent over, and it was such a blatant, 100% should have been given a double check. But yeah.
So if Van Dijk was ruled to have been interfering with play, so then what, the foul was okay? Because that's the only way he could have interfered with play.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Honestly, I don't get it. And look, I know Chelsea had a couple of really close offside decisions as well, but at least we know they're factual. This whole, as soon as you see a ref going over.
Yeah.
And how, by the way, was that clear and obvious? How was that clear and obvious? Yesterday we were told that handball decision for Everton couldn't be overturned because there wasn't enough on-field evidence to suggest it was a clear and obvious error. But that was a clear and obvious error. It took them 2 minutes to look at it, but it was a clear and obvious error.
Yeah, well, I feel like, it's just there's no consistency, and I know it's a different competition, it's different referees, but again, that's why once that happened, I was just thinking back to yesterday and how corrupt that seemed. I was like, this is happening again, we're getting shafted. But listen, thank God it doesn't mean anything, and Liverpool are Carabao Cup champions.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Put it there, son. Or dad,
absolutely
even. That makes
delighted
more sense.
for Kelleher as well. Delighted to see Alisson smiling and looking on. Bobby was feeling no nerves, by the way. Did you see him when Kelleher was stepping up? He was all smiles.
To be honest, the most nervous for any of the pens that I was Robbo's. For something in my head, I thought I don't know why, but they were all actually beautiful pens. I don't think. Oh no, Konate's one. Oh yeah, fuck me. That was lucky. Kepa really should have kept that out.
Yeah, he did. He got a good, strong hand on it, and you're thinking, but I tell you, there's some good penalties in there, Paddy. Some very good penalties taken in that shootout.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to
the Virgil one.
Yeah, Milner's one.
Fabi.
Fantastic. Salah's. Amazing.
Everyone. Fabinho's.
Oh, Fabinho.
Panenka.
Oh, what a man.
What a saucy samba
Neymar.
merchant.
That's how you take a Panenka, by the way. Like, imagine having the balls to do that.
Rebecca Tavares, you better look after our boy.
Yes, you look after him. You make sure that he gets a nice rest tonight. He deserves it. And these lads don't even get a chance to celebrate, Paddy, because straight back up to Liverpool, and then they get ready for the game on Wednesday in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I'd imagine we'll see a lot of rotation that night. I was actually meant to go to that game, but the tickets fell through. That would have been a nice one to go to. But yeah, it feels great. It's the first trophy Liverpool have won whilst I've been a football content creator. So it's a proud one for me also.
What do you say when people ask what you do? By the way, what's your reaction?
I
'Cause
genuinely say I make a gobshite of myself on the internet.
Nice.
And it's also I got to share watching it with Craig and Conor and Lucas and
Yeah,
Sabrina.
you're good luck now. You're allowed back.
Yeah, thank you to the Houlden family for having me, and thank you for holding these nuts.
Oh, look, folks, we're going to wind it down because we're all wrecked, to be honest with you. We're absolutely exhausted. We haven't eaten. We've a long evening ahead of us still to go. So, look, we're going to say a massive thank you. Again, those 5 winners, I can't remember who they are off the top of my head, but we will... okay, we got them there again before we finish up.
Yeah, bear with me.
Nice. There we go.
So it's Souksy, Killian Hurahan, Logan Scully, Liam Barry, and Jack Burton.
Make sure... contact at AnfieldAgenda.com and we will get those guys at Mystique Jerseys to send them over to you. Again, thank you to Mystique for the great support today. WFM10, 10% off a box at MystiqueJerseys.com. Link in the description. Thank you to Mr. Paddy Murphy. Thank you to Mr. Conor Crosbie. Thank you to you guys for watching and we will talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye now.
This is where you hit the off button, Conor.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
End stream.